Now for news about the struggle for Palestinian land in the West Bank. One particular struggle for land at Ush Ghrab, which is land on a hill in the Christian town of Beit Sahour. It's next to Bethlehem. For decades, the hill was an Israeli army base. They used it to shell Bethlehem and the town of Beit Sahour. In 2000, during the massive shooting spree by Israelis that led to the Palestinian Intifada, a number of people from the town and international volunteers went into that army base unarmed, draped a Palestinian flag on one of the towers. This led to the start of the international solidarity movement and many other solidarity efforts. Israel abandoned the base in 2006. Palestinians hoped that the land would revert to them, and they were planning to build a hospital there. But Israel said no, and Israel is the boss. Last August, there was an article in the British newspaper The Guardian where settlers announced that they were going to build a Jewish city on that hill, on those 200 acres. Recently, there's been activity, recently being 2010. Settlers moving onto the hill, army bulldozers. In mid-January, settlers were seen vandalizing a children's playground that was built on the surrounding land near the hill in Beit Sahour, a playground that had been built incidentally by U.S. funds. Settlers came down and, in imitation of Nazis, sprayed Jewish stars all over the playground equipment and everything else that was part of the facility. At the start of February, a number of army bulldozers began working on the hill. On the 10th, when locals noticed this happening, 40 of them gathered and tried to put a stop to this. And you're going to see a video of them talking to the army. Soldiers then give them a document written in Hebrew, which they later deciphered to find out that 250 acres of the hill and surrounding area have been declared a closed military zone.
هون مكان عسكري يعني عمليات عسكرية هندسية. مين انت؟ بس لجنة شعبية؟ الو معسكر.
Can you speak English?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, what does
this is a military place, okay?
Yeah.
So this is engineer works, okay? Of the IDF. This place now is locked for citizens, okay? So for IDF only. It's forbidden to be here, okay? For citizens. This is know how to read the Hebrew, okay.
أنا مع الجيش هلا ارجع لي بعد 5 دقائق هلا بورجوني بالأوراق تعال ما فيش.
أنت كان ممنوع الدخول فيه.
أوكي.
مع السلامة.
لا استنى شوي. شوف الخارطة. شوف الخارطة.
كل هذا منطقة عسكرية ممنوع دخول. كل هذا. نحن الآن هون واقفون هون.
They're coming over now. يلا نكمل.
فيش خطة لازم بالعربي تعمل بالعربي انت في بلاد عرب
قال مشتاق
انتوا خلصتوا شغلكم اليوم؟ You finished your job for the day? Did you finish your job for the day? يلا يا جماعة قرروا بدكم نضل ولا شو نعمل؟ خلص إذا نمشي. عددنا قليل.
بكرة من الصبح بنيجي يلا.
We'll be back very soon.
See you tomorrow.
خلينا نقعد هلا
شو رايك؟
ما فيش حدا هلا بقرا عبري معانا ولا حدا؟
في حدا بقرا عبري؟
وينه صاحبك يا جار؟
أنا بقرا بس بعرفش أفسر.
ما هو بدك تفسر.
أنت تفهم بعدين فسرني. لا بقرا الكتابة بس بفهمش.
Later that week, 150 Palestinians, including many from a senior center, came to the base of the hill and planted trees in an effort to maintain the Palestinian presence.
مايك
حنا
يوسف وانت
Hello. Solution for trying to get from both sides.
Just stay here, don't come over.
Okay.
Alright? Don't close.
So I wait for you to bring the paper.
Last year, President Obama called for a settlement freeze so that peace talks could get going again. Well, what about Ush Ghrab, President Obama? Why don't you call for the settlers to get out of that town, to get out of Beit Sahour? Perhaps our viewers could remind the president with letters to him and letters to the media.